Rock elasticity. How would you describe rock? Would you say that rock is hard or is it elastic and flexible? Actually, both responses are correct. Rocks do not change shape easily, but under certain conditions they can bend. What happens when you place a large weight on top of a piece of clay? The clay flattens, and if you add more weight, it flattens even more. The weight is a form of stress. Stress describes the amount of force being applied. Strain is a change in volume, size, or shape that results from stress. Stress and strain affect rock as well as clay. Rock can undergo stress from different natural and human processes. In fact, rock is continually exposed to stress of different forms. Tensional stress occurs when rocks are pulled apart. Compressional stress occurs when rocks are pressed together, and shear stress occurs when rocks slide past each other. Rocks respond to stress in 3 different ways. The first is elasticity. Think about a rubber band. You stretch it, but once the stress is removed, the rubber band returns to its original shape. Similarly, some kinds of rocks can be stretched and then return to their original position once the stress has been removed. The second response of stress is deformation. Think about a copper wire. You can bend the wire, but the wire does not snap back when you let go. Some rocks likewise respond to stress by stretching or bending, but they experience something referred to as ductile deformation and stay in the same shape when the stress is removed. Ductile deformation is irreversible. The third response to stress is fracture. Think about a piece of raw spaghetti. When you apply stress, it snaps. Some rocks respond to stress by fracturing or breaking into 2 or more pieces. This change is also irreversible. You can see the 3 photo examples here. We have our tensional stress, compressional, and then shear stress. How rock responds to strain depends on several factors. One is temperature. At higher temperatures, rocks are more likely to stretch than they are at lower temperatures. Pressure also influences rock's response by holding the rock in place. The composition of the rock is also a factor. Some materials, such as quartz, are more brittle, while others, such as clay, are more flexible or ductile.